There's no major snow in sight in West Michigan, and we're in for a warm-up this weekend.
But drive a few hours north, and it's a completely different story. You're looking at pictures from Boyne Highlands Resort in Harbor Springs, where people started skiing on Tuesday, their official opening day this year.
And Storm Team 8 meteorologist Laura Velasquez is live at Pando Ski Resort in Rockford to find out when you could be putting on those skis. Hi, Laura.
And I'm live here in Rockford this morning at the Pando Ski area, and I'm joined by Dan Smith. He's the co-owner of this lovely place that's going to make so many skiers and snowboarders happy eventually this winter once we get some real snow pumping.
We need a little more cold air, and definitely be nice to have help from Mother Nature to get a good dump of natural snow.
Yeah. Now, I see you've got the snow machines working this morning. I mentioned earlier this is a limited time offer. We're giving a little bit of a display here, but what's really needed to make these effective along with the actual?
We would really like to see 25 degrees and going down. We can run at 28 with low humidity, but it doesn't start working really good for us until it gets colder, and 15, even 10 degrees makes a huge difference. So.
Now, do you use these often to still supplement the actual snow that falls, even if we get a good base going?
Oh, definitely. We need to kind of keep freshening it up, and people do wear it out when they play on it, so we kind of keep it coming all season long.
Now, last year was a hard year for many people who were in the snow industry because we had so little snow, we had so many warm-ups. Talk about last year and your hopes for this year, and maybe a comparison.
I hope this year is nothing like last year for one. It's just, last year was one of the worst seasons we've seen in a long time. Just never really seemed to turn into winter. Never got much snow, and we really didn't have good cold air very often. So it was a real struggle to get open and keep the snow.
Now, no opening date set just yet. You mentioned that it's only been a couple of times you've ever been open on Thanksgiving. Talk about the Christmas holiday. How big is that for you? Christmas
is real important. We'll start as soon as the temperatures go down after this coming warm snap we're going to have, and make snow whenever we can to be open for Christmas. So.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dan Smith, co-owner here. I, for one, can't wait to hit the slopes. I learned how to ski last year. I'm going to be out here this year as well. So we'll revisit the Pando Ski area coming up, but for now, we're live in Rockford. Back to you.
We are just 2 days away from December, and not only is there no major snow in sight for West Michigan, we could be hitting some pretty high temperatures, as Terry mentioned. But that won't stop Team Daybreak. Storm Team 8 meteorologist Laura Velasquez is live at Pando Ski Resort in Rockford, where it's snowing right now. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Amanda. Yeah, we found the snow. Take a look behind me. The snow machines are pumping in full force here. Now, what I do want to mention is that this is a limited time offer. They're actually running these special for us this morning to show the ability to make that snow. But to truly have great snowmaking conditions, what we need is consistent overnight temperatures, 28 degrees or lower. At those temps, we can actually withstand some warmer daytime readings. Now, ideally, we'd be right around 15 degrees with a light wind, although we can't always pick our exact weather conditions. And if the 15-degree mark is what we could achieve, we can make 8 to 10 inches of snow in just 1 hour. Now, there's more than just this one slope here. This is their beginner hill. They have several other intermediate and expert hills, as well as their tubing hill to go on. So there's definitely a lot of ground to cover. But the snow machine's pumping a limited time this morning. We do need to get some consistently cooler temps in here. And I, for one, am ready for December and ready for some snow. I know many people are in the same boat as me, some of those winter ski and sport enthusiasts. And in fact, for the spirit of the season, I've got, I don't know if you can see them, I've got my snowflake earrings in this morning. I have candy canes and snowflakes, so we had to go with one of them. But eventually we will see some cooler temps, as Terry showed you at the end of the 8-day forecast. But 60s as we head into the end of the weekend and early this week, not great for those out here at the Pando Ski area. We'll have more, including a live interview, coming up a little bit later on. For now, I'm Laura Velasquez. Back to you.
You'll have to drive a long way if you want to see snow like this. Boyne Highlands and Harbor Springs opened this week after some chilly temps there had snow piled up. But in our neck of the woods, we're looking at temps that could hit 60 degrees. And that has a lot of people saying, where's the snow? Well, on Daybreak, we aim to please. So we sent Storm Team 8 meteorologist Laura Velasquez out to find some, and she didn't have to go all that far. She's live at Pando Winter Sports Park with some snow. Good morning there, Laura.
Good morning, Brett. We found it. here's all the snow behind me. We've got the snow machines pumping this morning, and they turn these on special for us. Now, the fact of the matter is, if we were going to keep the conditions around like we have this morning, they could continue making snow, because all that's actually needed in terms of the air temp is overnight temperatures of 28 degrees or lower. Now, ideally, they'd like to see them around 15 degrees with a light wind, but they can deal with anything 28 degrees or lower. And at those levels, they can actually withstand some warmer daytime temperatures. The snow is actually sturdy enough to hold up against that. Now, with those ideal conditions of 15 degrees, they can make as much as 8 to 10 inches of snow per hour, and that's great news because they have a couple of hills here at Pando, a couple hills that are a little bit more intermediate and expert than this one you're looking at now, which is one of the more beginner hills. And we are also looking at how much snow is needed. Well, for one of these hills that's a little bit on the lower side as the snow kind of hits me in the face here with the wind, about 5 to 6 inches of a base is necessary. Now you get to some of the more expert hills and you're looking for at least a foot, if not a little bit more. And yeah, Boyne Highlands did open on Tuesday. We had some of the skiers and snowboarders out there. They were pretty excited about everything. It's still going to be a while before they can open up here because we do have those warm temps in the forecast. Right now I'm live in Rockford. Meteorologist Laura Velasquez, back to you.
So Laura, there are all sorts of people out there that are looking forward to this, are getting into the holiday spirit here, hoping to go skiing soon. When will they be opening? That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah, talked to the co-owner this morning, Dan Smith. No set date for Pando to open just yet. It's really a let's wait and see and monitor the weather conditions. Now, in history, they've only been open a handful of times on Thanksgiving Day, so that's not all that unusual. But Christmas is a big time for them. They say right around December 20th is when they really have people start to pile in here. So hopefully we can get those cool temps soon so they can start building that all-important base of snow.
All right, looking great, bringing snow to daybreak. We appreciate it, Laura.
We are just 2 days away from December, and not only is there no major snow in sight for West Michigan, we could be hitting some pretty high temperatures for this season, this weekend, but that's not stopping Team Daybreak. Storm Team 8 meteorologist Laura Velasquez is live at Pando Ski Resort in Rockford, where it's snowing right now. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Amanda. Yeah, we had a conversation yesterday. We're like, where can we find some snow? Well, how about we make some snow? That's what you see happening behind me right now. Pando ski area is not open just yet. They're actually making the snow special for us this morning. We can't thank them enough for that. Now, if we were to keep the conditions we have in place right now through the next week, they could continue making snow because all they really need is overnight temperatures to be 28 degrees or lower. With those temps, they can withstand some slightly higher temps during the day. The snow's sturdy enough to do that. Ideally, they'd love to see those overnight temps fall into the teens, and with temps that cold, they can actually make 8 to 10 inches of snow per hour, and that's good news because they not only have this hill here, they have a couple of intermediate bigger hills. They have a bunny hill. They also have their famous tubing hill that I'm sure many of you have been to before. And as far as how much snow is needed, hills need anywhere from 6 inches to a foot, depending on exactly how steep they are. To those expert levels, they need a little bit more. And some ski resorts were able to open just in the last couple of days after seeing snow over the weekend. One of those was the Boyne Highlands. Some people here from Southwest Lower Michigan certainly traveling north so they can enjoy the slopes. They officially opened on Tuesday. We are going to be looking at those warm temps over the weekend, so that's certainly not good news for the snowmaking, at least in the near term, but I, for one, can't wait to make it back out on the slopes. I learned to ski last year, and actually the person who taught me was the producer of this show, Diana, and she knows it was worth it because we'll be out there again this year as soon as we get the consistently colder temps we need to keep this snowmaking process going through the days, the nights, and the weeks to come. For now, I'm live in Rockford. Meteorologist Laura Velasquez, back to you.
It looks great out there, Laura. Maybe Diana can teach me to ski. I don't know, but when can skiers hit the slopes out there?
You gotta join us.
I know, right?
Yeah, it'd be fun. I mean, she did a great job, and one of our other producers learned too. So, Michigan resident my whole life, and now I know how to ski.
When can the slopes open there in Rockford?
Yeah, I talked to the co-owner, Dan Smith, a little bit earlier this morning, and they don't have an official date set yet for opening, although a big time for them is right around the Christmas holiday. So they said they don't really get nervous until about December 20th, but certainly hoping by then we do have those consistently colder temps in place, and the sooner the better, because then they can start making the snow and getting the base going, which all those skiers love.
Thank you so much, Laura. There's no major snow in sight in West Michigan, and we're in for a warm-up this weekend.
But drive a few hours north and it's a completely different story. These are pictures from Boyne Highlands Resort in Harbor Springs, where people started skiing on Tuesday, their official opening day this year.
And Storm Team 8 meteorologist Laura Velasquez is live at Pando Ski Resort in Rockford to find out when you could be putting on those skis. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Amanda. And the snow hasn't found us yet here in Southwest Lower Michigan, but we decided to go find the snow. So I'm here at Pando, and I'm joined by Andy Smith. He is their terrain director, manages some of the terrain around here, also works on making the snow. And Andy, just how critical is it for us to get those cooler temps so we can continue making some of this fluffy white stuff?
It's actually very critical. We need the colder temperatures, usually anything below 28 degrees. Ideally, anything under 15 with light wind, a medium wind is ideal. Gets a good fall with our snow. It gives a good optimal dry time to make the best snow we can make.
And now, what do the skiers and snowboarders like to see? I mean, a lot of the tubers enjoy coming out here for recreational purposes, but what's good snow conditions? What's a good base for some of the more experienced skiers?
For the more experienced skiers, we usually want a foot or more of a base. We tend to move the snow around a lot with our groomers, and with a small base, you can't constantly be bringing up new fresh snow, and it ends up getting icy. So with a deeper base, you can bring up more snow and constantly have better conditions.
Okay, and Thanksgiving was early this year, but we're getting closer and closer to Christmas, less than 4 weeks. How big is that Christmas season for you?
It's crucial. It's a big money-making opportunity for us and brings in a lot of guests. And this year, we're really hoping to hit it hard. We got a lot of new snowboard features out as far as our terrain park is concerned, and we're hoping to make all the snow we can and have great conditions for a great season.
All right, and hopefully we can get some help from Mother Nature. Thank you very much, Andy Smith. I'm here in Rockford at Pando Ski Area.